that fateful day on the 8th of March. And the second document that I have here, let me just read that on my computer. Throughout me reading this document, I will be redacting some information as well, very important names, and some people that I will be protecting because I do believe that they have nothing to do with the case.
Okay, so first of all, sinasabi ni Auntie Claire na fake document yung police report. Itong binabasa ni Dean Chase, according to him, is from the coroner's department. Yung bang pag sa atin yung medico-legal report, yung parang ganun, di ba? Hindi yung mismong manggagaling from the police. Kasi kahit may nakita yung mga police, kailangan pa rin yung test, no? Lab test o ano namang check dyan kung to verify yung mga nakuhang mga substance dyan. So, but then dito, gusto ko lang balikan yung itong document na ipinalabas ni Dean Chase sometime in June 8. Kasi may nabanggit siya dito about dito kay yung sinasabi ni Lisa Marcos na pinipigilan niya na madala sa ospital yung initial na naramdaman nitong si Paolo Tantoco.
Beverly Hills Police Department Crime and Incident Report number BHPD 2025-0308-0911. Type of report, death investigation. Date and time reported March 8, 2025, 11:30 hours. Date, time of incident, March 8, 2025, approximately 0430 hours to 1130 hours. Location of incident, Beverly Hilton Hotel. It has a complete address as to which where it happened. The name of the victim, which is Juan Paulo Tantoco, male, age 44, date of birth is redacted. Reporting officer on Saturday, March 8, 2025 at approximately 1130 hours, BHPD dispatch received a 911 call reporting an unresponsive male individual located in room number
504,
the Beverly Hilton Hotel.
Okay.
Were dispatched to the location and arrived on the scene at 1138 hours. Upon entry to the unit, responding officers observed a hotel security performing chest compressions on an unconscious male subject.
Okay.
Later identified via identification cards as Juan Paulo Tantoco, date of birth redacted, age 44. Officer took over administering CPR until Beverly Hills Fire Department BHFD paramedics arrived on scene at approximately 1145 hours.
11 a.m.
BHFD personnel assumed life-saving efforts. However, after approximately 20 minutes of advanced cardiac life support, ACLS measures, the subject was pronounced deceased on scene at 12:05 hours. Notification was made to the Los Angeles County Coroner's Office, who took custody of the body for examination.
Oh.
Now we go to the witness statements.
Witness. Sino? Sino yun? Lisa Marcos? Sino ba yan?
Date of birth redacted. Stated that,
babae.
She and other associates including
Sino?
Date of examination. Now we go to the witness statements.
Cristina Frasco.
Date of birth redacted. Stated that she and other associates including
Dina Tantoco. Tama ba?
And the decedent had dinner at the Waldorf Astoria on the evening of March 7, 2025.
Dinner.
She observed Mr. Tantoco exhibiting signs of distress.
So habang dinner pa sila sa Astoria, May nararamdaman na si Tantoco.
including profuse sweating, incoherent speech, and visible disorientation.
So doon pa lang, meron ng disorientation, may nararamdaman si Paolo Tantoco sa resto pa lang.
She recalled inquiring whether he required medical assistance.
She recalled inquiring that's si Frasco.
But Luis Araneta Marcos reportedly downplayed the symptoms.
Oh, nagtanong daw yung si Cristina Frasco kung pwede na kailangan ba ng medical assistance, tapos downplayed daw ni Lisa Marcos.
And suggested that Mr. Tantoco return to his hotel room.
Kumbaga, di na kailangan na lang niya magpahinga sa kanyang room.
To rest.
Bakit kaya? Profuse, sweating ka na, parang may convulsion ka na. Bakit? Di ba? Medics ka agad yan. Pero bakit sabi ni Lisa Marcos, hindi na. Kailangan nang magpahinga na lang yan.
So, there are so many statements here from different witnesses, but I'm just going to read a couple of statements from very important people that I believe has something to do with the case. So, the second statement from the witness that I'm going to read is from date of birth is redacted. Mr. corroborated the timeline provided by... So, the second statement from the witness that I'm going to read is from
Duke Frasco. Uwang-guha. Ulitin natin
from very important people that I believe has something to do with the case. So the second statement from the witness that I'm going to read is from
Duke Frasco.
Date of birth is redacted. Mr. corroborated.
Mr. Frasco corroborated
the timeline provided by Mrs.
Frasco.
He stated that he
and
Mrs. Marcos escorted Mr. Tantoco back to room.
Sinamahan daw nila sa room.
The Beverly Hilton, 2235 hours.
10:35 PM. 10:35 ng PM. Pagkatapos yung event nila doon sa nung 8 mismo.
A continuation of the gathering occurred in the penthouse until approximately 0100 hours on March 8,
hanggang alauna
2025 on a Saturday, the next day when some guests departed. Third statement from a witness is from date of birth is redacted. The next day when some guests departed.
Third witness?
Third statement from a witness is from date of birth is
Di ko makuha.
Redacted. Mr. remained at the party.
Lalaki.
Departed. Third statement from a witness is from date of birth is
Di ko na makuha. Sino yun?
Redacted. Mr. remained at the party in room 5 along with Mrs. Marcos and Mrs. He reported that between 04:45 and 05:15
04? Alas 4?
hours, Mr. Tantoco began convulsing.
Nagko-convulsion na. 4 a.m.
He confirmed that Mr. suggested calling emergency services.
Nagsasuggest ng emergency.
But was reportedly discouraged by Mrs. Marcos, who stated that the behavior was a typical reaction.
Diniscouraged ni Lisa Marcos according dito sa binabasa ni Dean Chase. So, ibig sabihin, may deliberation or may intent to let the person be dead.
To excessive recreational substance use.
So, ibig sabihin, napansin na nila at in fact, 10:35 PM, napansin na nila na parang nahihilo-hilo. Tapos, 4 a.m., may nagko-convulsion na. Gustong i-report nung mga kasamahan doon, ayaw ni Lisa Marcos.
Fourth statement from a witness is from Mr. Alfred. Date of birth is redacted.
Alfred?
Mr.
Alfredo?
emphasized his concern for the victim's deteriorating condition. He noted that Mr. Tantoco's convulsions appeared intermittent and
Oh,
diminished over the next few hours. But at around 1100 hours, he noticed the subject was completely unresponsive.
oh.
And at that point, he made a phone call to the hotel front desk, prompting the emergency response.
So the second witness, gabi pa lang, nagsabi na kailangan ng medical attention, nasa restaurant pa lang sila. Ayaw ni Lisa Marcos. The third witness, at around 4 a.m., sinabi, nakita ng nagko-convulsion na talaga, ayaw pa rin ni Lisa Marcos. The fifth, ay tama, the fourth witness, yun na nag-report na, tumawag na sa counter, sa reception.
Okay, I'm going through the crime scene observations. This is from the first responders who came to the crime scene. And I'm sorry if I keep cutting off the video because I just want to go through.
Okay. So, kaya ko binalikan yan kasi meron kasi nag-message. Hindi ko alam kung anong alam niya, kung sino to, wala akong ano. Actually, hindi ko pinansin nung unang message niya. Pero nung nakita ko ito, tila baga may connection. Yun nga lang, merong may pagkakaiba sa aking palagay. So, gusto ko munang basahin itong message na ito, no? Ayan. Sabi dito, hindi po aksidenteng namatay si Paulo sa cocaine. Bihira pong namamatay sa cocaine is the cleanest drug. Sorry, but I don't agree. Even there's no such thing as the cleanest drug. Maybe cleanest, yeah, maybe, but still, you will die of overdose sa cocaine. So, posibilidad talaga na merong kontribusyon yung pagka-high at overdose mo sa cocaine, lalo na kung meron kang sakit sa puso. Nilason po si Paulo para madiin si Lisa. Ako sa tingin ko, pwede na nilason si Paulo pero hindi para madiin si Lisa. Sa akin, nilason si Paulo, more on nilason siya ni Lisa. As to what reason, I don't know. Ang lumason sa kanya sila Gwen Garcia. Kasama ang anak at asawa nito ni Gwen Garcia. At sila nagpakain kay Paulo ng lason na galing kay Kumar. Oh, may presence daw si Kumar kasi dito. Nakita din naman natin sa program. Yung Indian na binanggit ni Jonathan Morales na kumausap daw sa kanya noong nabanggit sa Senate hearing. Yung lason na pag ininom maatake sa puso. Ito yung yung may sinasabi nila na parang yung kinuha nila sa isda, yung puffer fish na tinatawag, na hindi mo mamamalayan na merong na-intake ka na ganun at mamamatay ka dahil of that. Yung lason na pag ininom matake sa puso, yung lason na pinainom kay Dr. Rowena Burden, mortal na kaaway ni Gov Gwen. Oh, nabalitaan ko din ito eh. Bigla na lang namatay itong Rowena Burden na to, na talagang number 1 critic ni Gwen Garcia. Kailangan po masabihan ng State of California to look into the traces of almost untraceable poison that caused cardiac arrest. I would believe na untraceable poison siguro yung nasa puffer fish. I'm not sure. Maaring ito nangyari. Sila din ang nagsuggest na ipadala si Digong Senator na sa pagkatapos may impeach, hinday ang paupo nilawan. Okay. Tapos, tingnan pa natin. Gawain yan ng mga dilawan. Nung di pa nila kaya si Marcos, pinapatay nila si Piping Kuwangko. So, si Danding Kuwangko, perfect Paulo. This time is the perfect sacrificial lamb for the dilawan to get back to the power. The wife of Paulo is very close to Gloria Macapagal Arroyo as she is pamangkin. Sila Jim ay nagpalaki. Sabi ni Kumar, atakin daw sa puso pag pinainom ang lason na yan. once nag-positive kay Paulo, ayan, dapat ipahukay bangkay ng Dr. Rowena Burden so that medical can investigate if there is a trace of some poison on her remains. If that same poison match, then maybe it's proof enough some family members are involved. Oh, okay. So, ito, sa akin kasi sa aking palagay itong ano na ito, ayan, kung iko-connect natin, hindi naman ako hindi ko it's more on ang naglason ay yung first lady. It's not more on dahil andun yung mga dilawan. But as to the reason kung bakit nilason nila ay hindi ko alam. Kasi kung babase tayo dito sa report from Dean Chase na ito, bakit 3 beses na ayaw ipa-medical emergency assist si Paulo Tontoco ni Lisa Marcos during that time? So, yan ang tatanungin natin. Ang very big question na itatanong natin. Bakit ayaw niyang i-report o ipadala sa ospital noong mga panahon na yon? So, ang tanong, si Lisa ba ay may planong ipapatay yung tagapagmana ng Rustan Company?